There are 7 Johnstons. The worries that Amber Johnston has over the birth of her daughter Elizabeth have been made public to the public because the 23-year-old, along with her parents and siblings, has achondroplasia. The process of giving birth is more dangerous for her than it is for the typical woman. Amber, who is 45 years old, disclosed in an interview with People that she and her husband Trent, who is 47 years old, had some qualms about providing their daughter with a baby, owing to the possibility of problems. So for Elizabeth, she has to have a C-section under general anesthesia, so therefore she's put to sleep completely, which is really challenging when it comes to getting a baby out fast. Amber explained when asked about the complicated operation. Our pelvis is too narrow and in a sense kind of fused. In the event that the mother and the baby had experienced issues prior to being put under anesthesia, the Johnston matriarch noted that the anesthesia may have caused a whole host of complications for Elizabeth and the baby, adding, "That's just not a perfect world," the reality star stated further. A delivery of the On November 3, Elizabeth and her boyfriend, Bryce Bolden, became parents to a baby girl whom they named Leighton. According to Elizabeth's mother, the TLC star did not feel the least bit anxious about the delivery of the baby. Elizabeth is very much like her father, where everything's going to be fine, Amber joked with her friends. And there was a sense of, "Oh no, Mom. Considering that my spouse is of average size, we should be fine genetically. The baby will either be a small child or a large child. It makes no difference. We are doing well. It is wonderful." And I'm thinking to myself, okay, Isabel, you have a point. It is important to note, however, that this is not the only potential issue. Trent also disclosed that they had another concern with their daughter being hospitalized, which was that they would not be the ones to accompany her into the operating room for her cesarean section. According to the explanation provided by the father of 5 children, this was the very first time Amber had not gone back with one of our children. With all the surgeries our kids have had, Amber and I have always been the one to walk them back to the OR room and to kiss and say bye, and we'll be right outside when you come into recovery. Instead, Elizabeth was accompanied by her baby daddy, Bryce, who was also present. This time around, Richard was present. You know, Elizabeth and Bryce, this was their child, and they needed to be together for this. However, on the other hand, as parents, that is our daughter going back and continuing with surgery, and we are not the ones escorting her back there. Therefore, there was a challenging situation, the television personality said, identical to a mother and the daughter. In spite of the fact that he was a spectator, Trent made up for his absence by being a loving grandfather and assisting the couple in taking care of their child. A month ago, the patriarch posted 2 images on Instagram that were side by side. One of the photos showed him holding Elizabeth when she was a baby, and the other showed him cradling Leighton. "Elizabeth and Leighton are duplicate copies of each other," was one of the comments made by a fan who was astonished by the striking likeness between Elizabeth and her daughter. It was echoed by another person who said, "Baby Leighton is her mama all over again." According to a third individual, "Wow, it's like a double take," while a fourth individual stated that they appeared to be twins.